Order 1886, Part 2, brought to you by Mandicor. Hello guys, welcome again to my second part of the video, Part 2 of the Order 1886. You see here, just another feature of the game. It's the slow motion of the game. Remember guys, to always pick up bullets. And if you turn red like this, don't need to pursue more enemies. Just find a way to and try to recover. Try to recover. You don't need to push yourself. Again, I make this channel for tips and tricks in order to help future players, whoever will play this game, even if it's kinda old. Even though you have a companion, it's always AI. It always depends on you. So you're the one who needs to advance and you need to take your chances. Usually your AI don't do anything. So you're the one who does things. Also remember to make use of this, like what I'm doing here. Make use of surroundings, make use of things that can help you. Like small buildings, building blocks.
You two.
You're too late.
Downstairs. There are civilians.
Already handled the problem.
Yes, sir. Sir, General Lafayette is in the next room.
You're joking. Is there a single woman in this city you won't try to seduce? Well, it's your problem now. Do try not to lag behind.
I wonder why all the people in the other room didn't even hear the commotion in the other room.
Lafayette.
And Lafayette
Monsieur,
didn't even bother to help,
this lady requires
knowing
my
his
attention.
companions
Marquis.
around the other room.
Your attention is required elsewhere.
I guess
I
it's
assure you,
AI.
mademoiselle, that only the vow of fidelity prevents me from accepting your invitation.
Oh, Marquis, you mustn't leave now.
Unfortunately, my lady, my duty compels me.
I'm gonna increase the headset. Microphone. Speakers are 65. That's 75.
Most fetching, was she not?
I hadn't noticed.
That is because you are not a Frenchman.
You are the most American Frenchman I have ever known.
I am a lover of liberty, mon ami.
A proper knight must learn to curb his passions.
Without passion, monsieur, a man cannot fight.
We do not fight men, Marquis.
Men, half-breeds, what does it matter? Vive la liberté!
I think. Yes, personal.
Strange.
I think Percival's playing Vigilante. He's trying to connect things.
Let's go.
It's about time.
Always remember that after every cutscene, you must also check your weapons, your ammos, your everything.
Marquis, you and Lady Grain take that entrance. I'll go through this one and sweep for any remaining escapees.
Oui, monsieur.
Sir.
Okay. Looks like I don't even have an ammo here.
Air command to all knights in the vicinity of Mayfair. The Metropolitan Police has finished cordoning off the affected areas. Sentinels are continuing their overhead sweep. We will alert you to any sightings of the escaped patients.
Acknowledge.
I think there are locked areas in the game. The game wants you to go to a certain point. This game is not much of a free world where you can roam around. Most likely scripted, but just follow the where the game leads to.
I'm not moving from my position. We have our orders. My goodness!
Galahad, are you making any headway?
I'm in the generator room.
Lafayette and I have decided to split our search.
Oui, mademoiselle. But I have not met any resistance yet.
Yes. Have certain controls. And there's another tip where you can just climb over things to go to your destination.
I had a feeling I'd beat you here. Remember, youth always prevails.
I think experience prevails also in some instances. I think here comes the lichens.
Everyone, one of our escapees is a half-breed. Make that more than one.
Mademoiselle, are you moving?
The trick here is always stay vigilant on the X button. At first I wasn't. And don't run around like this. You get attacked. You get attacked soon as often. So just stay one place and wait for the X button. X button. I have problems here on the first part. I didn't get it first. Then X button, yes. Then wait for them at certain areas, I think. X button. Then wait for them on certain areas. Like a bottleneck. Go... Oh, sorry about that. You should go... in a corner. Hit yourself up against a wall. And fight them. I know, you can defeat them. They can be defeated. Yeah, like that. And make sure you run towards them. After that, free. Yeah, like this. Then kill them. Then you end up just rejuvenating.
Confirm mark on my side!
It's what it's like they're very predictable. You get the hang of it. Very, very predictable. Find the body. Don't forget the Guys, I just want to say sorry for my part
I'm
one.
almost there.
Actually, I'm new to this thing. First time video game vlogger. My thumbnail is for amateur. Amateur. Sorry about that. I think it's the boss.
Monsieur!
What happened?
I slew most of them. The last one got away.
Guys.
Grain, I need your outcome. I'll head up to street level and keep after him. You two go that way and head him off.
Understood.
Everyone all right?
Yes.
Percival, we've neutralized the threat on our side.
Good. I managed to capture one of the half-breeds. Rendezvous back at Regis.
Acknowledge. Let's go.
That's one smart Lycan.
Sir! What should we do with him?
Westminster to the catacombs. We'll deal with him later.
Percival.
Ah, Sir Percival. I thought the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights might be mixed up in this affray.
We had reason to suspect a rebel incursion, Commissioner.
An elementary conjecture. In that event, perhaps this might be of interest.
Percival is in his late 60s or 70s.
Purely circumstantial, of course.
It can still move like
Well, circumstantial
his
evidence
40s.
can be a tricky animal, my dear Sir Percival. You may think it is pointing at one
Kind
thing,
of strong.
but shift your point of view slightly, and you may find it pointing in an equally
Very
uncompromising
strong
manner
for
at
his
something
age.
entirely different.
Please, indulge me with your musings, Commissioner.
Well, first the rebellion, and then this Jack, and the Ripper murders. And then this. Strange, don't you think, that Whitechapel has become the epicenter of our recent conundrums? We must examine every clue now, you see?
We meet in council 2 days hence. If you would do us the honor of presenting your findings.
You can expect me at Westminster.
Over here, sir.
Do excuse me.
Where have you been?
Little history here.
Bloody London traffic.
Mon Général, what of the other half-breeds that escaped through Hyde Park? We must pursue them.
No.
Mais notre devoir est de les poursuivre, monsieur.
Marquis, nous ne chassons pas des Anglais sur le nouveau continent. Votre témérité sera requis à un moment opportun.
Oui, mon Général. I will be governed
Sir
by your
Percival.
advice.
Looks like
I'm sure you will
intelligence.
appreciate that for the time being,
Intelligence.
this must remain a police matter.
Of course.
Something's amiss. The underworld in Whitechapel is known to give safe harbor to the rebellion.
Precisely what troubles me.
Why would so many half-breeds be found in Bedlam?
Some things we need to find out for ourselves.
You heard, Commissioner Doyle. It's a police investigation now.
Knights do not relinquish their authority to bureaucrats.
Percival is right. This matter should be brought before the council.
I think this is an alternate history of Victorian Empire where MI6 and the French gigging. MI6.
Centuries have passed, but our order
is
has
the
remained
British
steadfast in
intelligence
its
and the French
sacred
gigging
mission
also French
to preserve the
intelligence, but
balance
on the French
between
side.
man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true? Did the Lord Chancellor fight by Arthur's side?
That is the legend.
Today, that balance is threatened.
I think
with
it's the
brave
alternate
upset
history
by
of the
a new
Boxer Rebellion
contingent,
and the
the rebellion.
Jack the
As long
Ripper
as its
days
campaign
where
of anarchy and
they just
terror
make Jack
is
the
allowed
Ripper
to
like
continue.
one of the
The plague of lichen infestation that has
Lycans
infected our city
and the
will only
Boxer
grow
Rebellion,
more intolerable.
Well, the Lord Chancellor
like
will
the
thus agree to the
rebels
urgency
in
of the
here.
mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
When the noble Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius, he did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know. I remind the knights here assembled that the threat to this order comes not only from without, but within. We must stand vigilant together.
I think this order came from
Lest our ranks be poisoned by those who
passed
seek the
down
destruction
from
of
generation
all
to
we hold
generation.
sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers? Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay.
Mixed.
The nays have it. This council is dismissed.
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something.
Guys, I'm sorry for the thumbnail icon on the right side and my picture. There's space there. I'm just filling up the blank space. The black one on the top and bottom.
I remind you of your place, Lady Egwene. Who are you to question the Council's wisdom?
Again, we're playing Order 1886. Full gameplay walkthrough with commentary.
Do you believe the evidence enough to warrant our involvement?
Galahad
we
will
shall,
deal
right?
with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
As you wish.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has
Lord
ever built.
Hastings.
I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch? Sir Lucan.
Would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival.
Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
Well,
we're going in.
Most excellent.
When do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your brother sought fit to permit us a reconnaissance. Secure the necessary materials. Isabel, a word.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is a Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Egwene were adopted by him, yes?
Yes, they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
Friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Something fishy with
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Oh, you say true.
Very well
It's a brother
said.
to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
I think Lucan's manipulator.
Always at your service, Sir Galahad. This way, please.
Ah,
Oh,
Tesla.
Nicholas
the man.
Tesla. One of the greatest minds of our generation. I mean, the past generation.
What new developments do you have to show me?
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so. Any further news of the trouble in Grosvenor Square?
Police are investigating. And investigating.
Lycans, on the United India Company's front doorstep. What do you make of it?
Mayfair isn't what it used to be.
Tesla has so many inventions. Has in own place, own workshop.
Permit me to oversee a few of my new experiments. In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Let's take a look around his lab. Tesla's lab. Tesla coil.
Nicola, how fares your friend Edison these days?
Thomas and I are not on speaking terms. The man is an idiot.
There was a movie, Thomas Edison vs. Tesla. I think. We're in Tesla's lab. It's
Quite an antique.
more like a
Hard to
transmitter.
believe we ever use these communicators.
Guys, everything you will see here is will be used in the key. Almost be used in the key. It can help in certain areas.
Nicola, you sly dog.
Make sure to look when you look at certain items and pictures. Make sure you look at the back.
Sir Galahad.
Nicholas Tesla.
Please, this way. Here is something you may find interesting. This device allows you to convert between Edison's inefficient direct current and my superior alternating current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems.
Can be used to override systems, electrical systems.
It's comprised of an inverter, transformer, and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh,
Help
and
you
a
advance in
fine
the
leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it.
Here you will make use of the analog stick. Left and make use sure it's between those red lines. Left and right analog stick.
You never cease to amaze, Nicola.
You can jam electric doors.
I'd
So you can enter
appreciate
again.
your expert opinion on my latest whimsy. Here.
Weapons, inventories, stuff.
S684 marksman carbine. Impressive.
You've always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight. It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure.
Sniper scope.
Good shot.
Nicely balanced.
Your skills never cease to amaze me.
Recoil is sharp, but not strong.
You may want to avail yourself of the variable magnification.
L left analog stick. Like that. Hold his breath for the aim to be steady. Yeah, like that.
Some muffling might be in order as well.
I'll attend to it immediately.
Silencer.
So, are there any other of my children that you would like to
Or
meet?
splinter cell.
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course. Oh, the monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
I'll see that he gets it.
Lafayette.
We scour the district in pairs. Isabeau, you and Lafayette take
We
the high
were
street
about to
from
get
the
to
south
the
end.
next
Galahad and I will
chapter.
move in from the north.
Why not
Part
give the Frenchman to Galahad?
We're nearing part.
Mademoiselle doubts my
Thank
intentions.
you guys for watching.
I promise to remain at all times
see
the
you
picture
on
of
part
chivalry.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced looking out for me.
I didn't have the time to cut it,
No
but
looking after.
I think
Very well.
this will be the cue for part 3.
Mademoiselle will perhaps one day allow me to
Part 2 of
demonstrate
my video
my
for the
skill.
Order, 1886.
One day.
Remember,
Full walkthrough.
we are entering rebel territory. The insurgents will take
Again, thank
umbrage
you
at our
guys.
incursion into Whitechapel.
Thank
Given
you
our
for
little
watching.
discovery in Mayfair, the London hospital should be our target.
Strange to think Lycans would find sanctuary here, is it not, monsieur?
You really believe the rebels are collaborating with the half-breeds?
The Lord Chancellor is convinced of it. I have my doubts.
Do you trust anyone, mon général?
Never accept, always question. It's a motto that's seen me through the centuries. Stay vigilant, all of you. We can expect hot work here.
Ah, quelle joie!
A nest of cut purses, collaborators, and whoremongers. I knew it very differently once. A lone chapel stood just there, offering